continue a topic. The name of topic is life process in biology. पिछले टॉपिक में स्टूडेंट्स मैंने लाइफ प्रोसेस के बारे में आपको बताया। लाइफ प्रोसेस है क्या? लाइफ प्रोसेस जो कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस है, नहीं, कंटिन्यूअस लाइफ एक्टिविटीज है which is regulated by each and every living organisms, and how we get the energy to perform the various activities I was told in previous topic. Now here we start, students, the nutrition in plants. Previously I was also told some little bit there nutrition in plants. Now here we continue from nutrition in plants. So students, see here, nutrition in plants. So as a name suggests, students, nutrition, you know the term nutrition, the taking of nutrients up to its utility. This one is known as what? Nutrition. So nutrition is also necessary for plants also. Let's see what are the nutrition, what are the nutrients material required by plants for manufacturing their food. Let's see. Number one, that is carbon dioxide. Number one. Second one is water and minerals. This one. Third one is sunlight is also necessary. Sunlight. Fourth one is chlorophyll. This one is very important. Chlorophyll. So here, students, see, I am saying here basically the four essential components required by plants for manufacturing food. So what are they? Number one is carbon dioxide, which take from atmosphere. Second one is water and minerals, which take from soil. Third one is sunlight, that also take from atmosphere, which is very necessary. And fourth one is what? Chlorophyll. So these four things are the essential components which are required by plants for photosynthesis, students. So see here, I am saying if any one of them lack, इसमें से कोई भी एक चीज प्लांट्स को यदि ना मिले, is it possible to make food by the plants? No, it is not possible. So these all four things is very, very necessary for manufacturing food or to perform a process. That very process is termed as photosynthesis. As a name suggests, you all know, photo means what? Light. Synthesis means what? To manufacture food. So even if I am saying that the plants which make their own food with the help of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, minerals, as well as the pigment which is present in a green plants, this very process is termed as what? Photosynthesis, students. To perform a photosynthesis, these all are the essential components which is very, very necessary, students. Let's see how these all components taken by the plants, in what way the carbon dioxide, water, minerals, sunlight and chlorophyll is there. Let's see one by one, students. Number one, this one is what? Carbon dioxide. We know that mostly the green plants take their carbon dioxide with the help of stomata. So this one is what? Leaves. See here, this one is what? Leaves. Clear? So there is a what? Minute opening which is present basically on the basal region of the leaves. आप देखे होंगे कि लीव्स के जो निचला अस्तर होता है उस पे माइन्यूट ओपनिंग्स होते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट जनरली तौर पे नीचे सतह पे माइन्यूट ओपनिंग्स होते हैं ग्रीन लीव्स के. वो क्या कहलाते हैं? स्टोमाटा कहलाते हैं. स्टोमाटा प्लुरल होता है, एस्टोमा सिंगुलर होता है. तो मोस्टली द एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस take place with the help of stoma, or you say the stomata. So what the shape of the stomata? You know, bean shaped like a structure which has double layered membrane, which has what? Double layered membrane, students. So here this one is a minute opening. This very minute opening is called chloroplast. So see, the outer membrane is termed as guard cell. This one is what? Guard cell. This one is what? Chloroplast. Chloroplast, which contain a pigment. That name of the pigment is what? Chlorophyll. And here the stomatal pore. Stomatal pore. So see here. During daytime, stomata open, and during night, stomata closed. So mainly the exchange of gases take place during the daytime. How? By the opening of stomata. जनरल तौर पे हम लोग ये कहते हैं कि एक्सचेंज ऑफ जो गैसेस हो रहा होता है वो कैसे हो रहा होता है? विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्टोमाटा के थ्रू ना। तो दिन के समय में क्या है? स्टोमाटा क्या है? ओपन, और रात में स्टोमाटा क्या है? क्लोज्ड है। हाउ इट बी पॉसिबल? अब आपके दिमाग में एक प्रश्न आ रहा होगा कि सर हाउ इट बी पॉसिबल, कैसे ये पॉसिबल हो पाता है कि दिन में स्टोमाटा ओपन है और रात में वो क्लोज्ड है? मैं आपको बता दूं, यहाँ पे आप देख रहे होगे द आउटर मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द गार्ड्स membrane of the stomata is known as what? Guard cell. Clear? So here the outer membrane is what? Thick, and inner membrane there is what? Thin. Outer membrane is thick, inner membrane is what? Thin. So see, during the daytime the stomata open. How it open? So here the two type of force is applying here. One is the turgor pressure and second one is wall pressure. What I'm saying? Two type of forces is applying. One is the turgor pressure. And second one is wall pressure. Second one is what? Wall pressure. Here students, ये क्लियर होना चाहिए कि कब बोलेंगे स्टोमाटा ओपन, तो दिन में। कैसे बोलेंगे? हाउ वी से दैट द स्टोमाटा ओपन ड्यूरिंग द डे टाइम? तो हियर द टू प्रोसेस टेक प्लेस. वन इज द टर्गर प्रेशर, सेकेंड वन इज वाल प्रेशर. अब दिमाग में आ रहा होगा कि सर ये टर्गर प्रेशर क्या है और वाल प्रेशर क्या है? आपको मैं क्लियर कर दूं यहां से. ड्यूरिंग द डे टाइम द टर्गर प्रेशर इंक्रीजेस, वाल प्रेशर डिक्रीजेस. लेकिन इससे भी पहले आपको यह जानना चाहिए कि टर्गर प्रेशर है क्या. क्लियर? तो मैं बता दूं, द प्रेशर एक्सर्टेड by the cell contents, this one is the cell contents which is filled in between the layer of the guard cell. So if the pressure exerted from the cell contents over the wall of the guard cell, मैं फिर से बोल दूं, जब कभी प्रेशर सेल कंटेंट के द्वारा कहां लग रहा होगा? आउटर मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द गार्ड सेल. तो जब कभी प्रेशर सेल कंटेंट्स के द्वारा आउटर मेम्ब्रेन के ऊपर लग रहा होगा तब उसे बोलेंगे क्या हम लोग? टर्गर प्रेशर. क्या बोलेंगे? टर्गर प्रेशर. तो मैं फिर से क्लियर करूं, द प्रेशर एक्सर्टेड फ्रॉम द सेल कंटेंट्स ओवर द गार्ड सेल, over the outer membrane of the guard cell, in this way you say, then it is termed as what? Turgor pressure. Number one, when I am saying wall pressure, the pressure exerted by the wall of the outer wall of the guard cell over the cell contents. Again I am repeating here, just focus what I am saying. I am saying here, whenever a pressure exerted by the guard cell, this is the outer membrane of the guard cell. जब कभी आउटर मेम्ब्रेन गार्ड सेल का सेल कंटेंट्स के ऊपर फोर्स लगा रहा होगा और इसे द प्रेशर, देन इट इज टर्म्ड एज व्हाट? वॉल प्रेशर. सो सी हियर स्टूडेंट्स, व्हेन द टर्गर प्रेशर इंक्रीजेस, वॉल प्रेशर डिक्रीजेस, देन stomata open. Get it? So during the daytime, the turgor pressure increases, valve pressure decreases. So if the turgor pressure increases, valve pressure decreases, students, then always stomata open and the exchange of gases take place. Number one. During night, it becomes vice versa, or you say antagonistic. How? Let's see. At the night, the stomata closed. Why stomata closed? Because at the night time, valve pressure increases, turgor pressure decreases. So if the valve pressure increases and turgor pressure decreases, then at that time, students, stomata remain closed. So the exchange of gases not take place. तब तो exchange of gases नहीं होगा. तब आपके दिमाग में आ रहा होगा, सर exchange of gases नहीं हुआ तो क्या वाकई में रात के समय में सारा जो प्रोसेस है वो बंद हो जाते हैं क्या? नहीं, स्टोमाटा के थ्रू बंद हुआ, लेकिन उसके जो हार्ड वुडी पार्ट हैं, जो स्टेम्स हैं, उसको बोलते हैं लेंटिसल्स. लेंटिसल्स के थ्रू तो करेंगे ये एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. क्लियर है ना? लेंटिसल्स के थ्रू करेंगे, लेकिन स्टोमाटा के थ्रू नहीं कर पाएंगे. कब? ड्यूरिंग नाइट, रात के समय. कारण क्यों? क्योंकि वाल्व प्रेशर ज्यादा है और टर्गर प्रेशर कम है. तो जब वाल्व प्रेशर ज्यादा है और टर्गर प्रेशर कम होगा तो निश्चित तौर पे स्टोमाटा क्या होगा? क्लोज होगा. सो स्टूडेंट्स, ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड दिस वन इज द थिंग. सो हियर स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एक्सचेंज in plants with the help of stomata. So here students, I am making a diagram. This one is the, suppose a stem. This one is what? Suppose you take what is stem, and the point from where this stalk, this one is called point node, and this one is a stalk, or you say petiole, or you say what? Petiole. The outer margin of the leaves, this one is the outer margin, students. This one is the outer margin. This outer margin is termed as lamina. Lamina. What you say? Lamina. This one is leaf apex. This one is a stalk which go through mid region of the leaves, that is called midrib. Midrib, or you say mid vein also, you say mid vein also you say. And from mid vein there is a side margin, that is side vein you say. This one is side vein you say. A lots of a vein also arises from their side vein. बहुत सारा साइड वेन से भी बहुत सारे वेन्स निकले होते हैं, जिसे हम लोग वेनलेट्स बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? वेनलेट्स. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? These all are what? Ventlets. So let's keep in mind students. So basically the stomata present at the basal region of the leaves. तो जनरल तौर पे स्टोमाटा कहाँ प्रेजेंट होते हैं? तो basal regions में, leaves के basal regions में. Number one. So mostly the exchange of gases takes place with the help of what? Stomata, that is carbon dioxide, which is very, very essential nutrients for the green plants for the process of photosynthesis. Now, second one is what? Water and minerals. So, see here students, here the root. There are three types of root students. You all know. In previous class, you already study about the various types of root. That is primary root, secondary root, and tertiary root. I hope you all know these all things. So, from roots, take water as well as minerals. So, there are minute pores on the surface of their rootlets. There are so many fine hair-like structure that is extended from the secondary root. That fine hair-like structure is known as tertiary root, or you say the rootlet also you say. rootlets, or you say the tertiary root. So from the tertiary root, water along with the minerals absorbed, and that absorbed water and minerals passes through a fine tubule. That's a fine tubule that is known as a vessels. The name of the vessel is called xylem vessels. Xylem vessels. In 9th standard, students, you already studied about the conducting tissue. There are two types of conducting tissue. One is the xylem vessels. Second one is phloem vessels. Xylem. You know the xylem means what? Derived from Latin word xylo, means wood. Here, the xylem vessels mainly responsible to carry water along with minerals in upward direction. Getting? While second one is what? Second conducting tissue, that is what? Phloem. That is only responsible to carry manufactured food from leaves to the different parts of the plants. How it be possible? It can only be possible with the help of phloem vessels, phloem conducting vessels, or you say the vascular vessels. Students, so this one is also clear. Water along with minerals is conducted by conducting vessels. The name of the vessel is what? That is a xylem vessels, students. So xylem is responsible to carry the water along with minerals in upward direction. While whenever the food is manufactured, that all food is stored in the form of the starch in a green plants. So all that food, whatever is stored in a plant as in the form of a starch, is transported with the help of a conducting tissue, students. The name of that very conducting tissue is phloem. So phloem is bidirectional. The transportation of the food is in bidirectional, while the xylem, the transportation there is unidirectional. So why I am saying bidirectional in phloem? Because it carries the manufactured food from the apex region to the roots, as well as from roots to the apex region of the plants also. But when I am saying about the xylem only unidirectional, students, because only the water along with minerals carry from roots to the different parts of the plants in a unidirection, not bidirectional. It never takes the water in a root, it always takes the water along with minerals in upward direction, students. So that's why I am saying here a unidirectional. So students, water and minerals, how it transported with the help of the conducting tissue. I hope this one is also clear. Third one is what? Sunlight. And this energy, because you know that the sun's emitted energy, that's a solar energy, that's the energy is trapped. This energy is trapped by the green plants. So when I am saying the energy which is trapped by the plants, that a radiation, that is what? Solar radiation, that is trapped by the green plants. And how it be possible? It can only be possible with the help of chlorophyll, students. This one is the chlorophyll. I hope you all know about the plastidity. In tissue chapter, in previous class, you study about the tissue, and tissue you study about the plant tissue there. Their plastid is be there. There are three types of plastid, students. That is chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast. Chloroplast, as the name suggests, you know, students, chloro means what? Green. Plast means what? Pigment. So if the green plants containing green pigments, that is chlorophyll. Chloro means green, fill means pigment. So that's a pigment is called a chlorophyll pigment, which is responsible for trapping the solar radiations which is emitted from the sun. So sunlight, how the sunlight take place? How the sunlight trapped by the green plants with the help of what? Chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is also clear, student. Chlorophyll is just such a pigment which is basically present in a green plants for trapping the solar radiation, so that the green plants manufacture their own food, that is autotroph. So here, students, in this very topic we study about the nutrition in plants. So now, students, we start further a nutrition in animals. Nutrition in animals. So see, nutrition in animals. So students, before we start the nutrition in animals, students, first of all we must have here clear about the nutrition in unicellular organisms, because in first we study the nutrition in unicellular, and then after we study the nutrition in animals. Basically in human we study the nutrition in animals. So here, students, we start the nutrition in unicellular organisms. Nutrition in unicellular organism. Unicellular organism. So see here, students, unicellular organisms, as the name suggests, unicellular means what? Those organisms which is made up of one cell. Here we basically discuss amoeba. Here we discuss nutrition in amoeba. So before we start the nutrition in amoeba, we must clear here what is amoeba, students. Amoeba is unicellular organisms, and what their shape? That is irregular in shape. There is no shape of amoeba. Getting? See here. In a center there is what? Nucleus. In a center, what is here? That is nucleus. See, the outer membrane, that is called cell membrane. Cell membrane, also known as plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, also known as selective permeable membrane. Selective permeable membrane. So see, the outer membrane of the amoeba, or generally in animal cell, we know, students, the outer membrane is called cell membrane, or you say the plasma membrane, or in another way you also say what? Selective permeable membrane. And you already familiar why I am saying cell membrane or plasma membrane is selective permeable membrane. As the name suggests, only the useful substance to go inside. So that's why I am saying here cell membrane or plasma membrane is also termed as selective permeable membrane, students. So inside the cell membrane, here a dense jelly fluid, that fluid is termed as cytoplasm, where all the metabolic activities regulates here. And in centrally there is what? A nucleus, and here a small spherical body, that is what? Food vacuole. Food vacuole. So see, in amoeba, strands, which is a unicellular organisms, which has basically, I am just locating here what? Cell membrane, plasma membrane, selective permeable membrane is same. In a dense jelly fluid, that is what? Cytoplasm, nucleus, and what? Food vacuoles. So this one is basically a prokaryotic organisms, because not well defined other cell organelles here. Some of the cell organelles is here. Some organelles is lack of membrane bonded organelle. So that's why I'm saying amoeba is prokaryotic organisms, not belong in eukaryotic, but the mode of nutrition is holozoic here. Yeah. So here amoeba, we start here nutrition in amoeba. So students, here basically the 5 steps of nutrition. What are the 5 steps of nutrition? Let's see here. Number 1, that is, first one is ingestion. Second one is digestion. Third one is absorption. Fourth one is assimilation. And last one, that is fifth one, is egestion, or you say excretion. Here students, there are 5 steps of nutrition. 5 steps of what? Nutrition, students. One is there what? Ingestion, that is intake of food. Second one is what? Digestion. Digestion is what? Breakdown of complex food into water soluble molecules, so that the molecules which is easily absorbed by our cells or tissues and to utilize there. Third one is absorption. After digestion, the food become absorbed in their cells. And the fourth one is what? Assimilation. Because we all know, friends, we need energy. Basically in humans or any other animals, they need energy in the form of their what? Blood. So here, whatever the food digested or absorbed inside the cells or the tissue, they finally mixed in the blood. And whenever the digested food, whatever absorbed in the cells and tissues, they finally mixes with their blood, that we say here assimilate. That is termed as assimilation. And now finally, that is what? Egestion or excretion, students. Means what? The removal of toxic materials from the body, or you say the unwanted material. That's a material that is not any used inside our body. So if the substance that is not any used inside our body, that's a material, is a toxic material. Just you all know there are 3 basic toxic materials which exist from body. That is what? Solid, liquid and gaseous. In solid, that is feces, which is removed from anus. And second one is what? Liquid waste, that is perspiration. That is also a waste material that is not any used inside our body, which eliminate or ooze out from the body with the help of minute pores which is present on their body surface in the form of liquid. And third one is our gaseous waste, that is what? Such like carbon dioxide from lungs. So here friends, the final step of nutrition, that is what? Egestion, or you say the excretion. It means what? Removal of toxic materials from the body. So whenever students, I am saying the 5 major steps, whatever the organisms, either the unicellular or the multicellular, they all perform these 5 basic steps, either they multicellular or the unicellular organisms. So students, these all steps may also take place in amoeba in a step-by-step process. The firstly, amoeba take their what? Food, that is set with the help of what? A finger-like projection. See here friends, in amoeba, this one is a finger-like projection that's termed as pseudopodia. pseudopodia, or you say false fit, or you say what? False fit. So here the amoeba take their food with the help of what? Pseudopodia. That is what? False fit. Once the food touch the wall of the membrane, that is cell membrane, they secretes their enzymes, and finally they covered their food and forms a vacuoles, and finally the food where come? The finally food came inside the vacuoles. Next, see here, in amoeba the food came where? In a vacuoles. After the food whenever come inside the vacuoles, so the enzyme is secreted inside the vacuole, so that the complex food, because the amoeba is holozoic, na, it take the complex food here, na, so that's why whatever the food is taken by the amoeba, that food is broken down inside the vacuoles by the various types of enzymes. So once this enzyme is act over their food, the food be broken down into simpler ones. Then after ingestion, the digestion will start here inside the vacuoles, and once the digestion be completed here, then it goes to the third step, that is what? Absorption. Ingestion. After ingestion, first one there is what? Ingestion. Here ingestion process take place, suppose. Then it goes to second step, that is what? Digestion. And after that, after digestion, then it what? It goes where the food after digested, it absorbed inside their cells. So the vacuoles become ruptured here. Suppose this one is the cytoplasm and this one is the vacuole ruptured here. Once the vacuole is ruptured here, the digested food absorbed into their cells, and once the absorbed food, then it mixes with their what? A cytoplasmic area, that is assimilation. That is what? Assimilation. Now this one is the third step, this one is the fourth step. Fourth step I am written here what? Assimilation. The food is assimilated where? In a cytoplasm, and then after finally the amoeba is just their waste material from any part of the membrane. और अंत में क्या होगा? जो वेस्ट मटेरियल है वो बाहर लिबरेट हो जाएगा. कहां से? तो अमीबा के किसी भी मेम्ब्रेन से, किसी भी मेम्ब्रेन एरिया से रप्चर्स होकर जो वेस्ट मटेरियल्स हैं वो क्या होंगे? जस्ट आउट हो जाएंगे, बाहर निकल जाएंगे. दिस वन इज द फिफ्थ स्टेप. सो स्टूडेंट्स, these all are the nutrition step in unicellular organisms. एक बार समराइज कर दें इसे. फर्स्टली अमीबा क्या करेगा? इंजेक्शन करेगा फूड को, यानी इनटेक ऑफ फूड. सो अमीबा इज होलोजोइक, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट टेक अ कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड. कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड ये लिया सेल मेम्ब्रेन के थ्रू, और जैसे कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड ये लिया, अभी क्या होगा? ब्रेक होगा. लेकिन जान कहां ब्रेक होगा? इंजेक्शन के बाद डाइजेशन का स्टेप कहां पे होगा? तो वैक्यूल्स के अंदर. वैक्यूल्स के अंदर बहुत सारे एंजाइम्स उसमें क्या होंगे? उस फूड के ऊपर क्या करेंगे? एक्ट करेंगे नहीं, और एक्ट करने के बाद उस कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड को तोड़ देंगे छोटे छोटे एंजाइम, छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में. ठीक है. अभी टूटने के बाद, डाइजेशन होने के बाद फिर क्या होगा? एब्जॉर्प्शन होगा. इसके पूरे वाल क्या करेंगे? इस फूड को एब्जॉर्ब कर लेंगे. एब्जॉर्ब करने के बाद फिर क्या होगा? एसिमिलेट होगा. कहां? इन अ साइटोप्लाज्मिक एरिया में. एंड आफ्टर ऑल दिस, देन फाइनली द स्टेप्स देयर, what? Egestion, or you say the excretion, the unwanted, or you say the undigested food, or you say the toxic material that is not any used inside there, that all toxic material eliminated from there, what? Any part of the membrane. This all step is what? Nutrition in unicellular organisms. So students, In next video, we will start reproductions in unicellular organisms. How the unicellular, that is basically in amoeba, how amoeba reproduce. And then after, students, we come to the system, that is first system, that is digestive system in human, students. So students, thank you for watching me. In next video, we start the reproduction in unicellular organisms, how the reproduction take place in amoeba and some other unicellular organisms like parameciums also. Okay, so next video, students, we will discuss all these things. Thank you, students, for watching me.